time for Eudora High School Athletics. On your new home for Cardinal sports, Eudora Sports Live. Eudora Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. They have Kansas covered with 23 companies to give you the best choices possible. Learn more at kansasins.com. Eudora Sports Live is also presented by It's time for Eudora High School Athletics. On your new home for the Cardinals, Eudora Sports Live.
Hello and welcome in here, everybody. We have got playoff basketball on tap here between the Eudora Cardinals and the Parsons Vikings. It's just happenstance that it's the same matchup as what happened last night between the girls basketball teams, but it is the same matchup, meaning those Parsons Vikings have made the more than 2-hour drive 2 consecutive days here to compete against the Cardinals in the Cardinal Arena for what once again could be the last home game, is likely to be the last home game for the Eudora Cardinals this season, no matter how this game ends. It'll be Reed McAvoy and Kevin McAvoy with you when we're back here on the Cobb Valley State Bank pregame show.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com. The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Cobb Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Cobb Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Cobb Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community, with all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve. Cobb Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
High quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com. Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
All right, we are about to get into starting lineups here.
and now
We will get you those live. 6'1" senior Jamario Kendrick goes by JJ, starting here. Akaya Jerome gets the start. Interesting seeing him in the lineup. Not one to normally start. Trayvon Mack, 5'9" senior. Errol Seaman coming off a really good game where he scored 12 points. Dante Sawyer, 5'10 junior. Peyton Stedry starting as well, coming off a 12-point game himself. Landon Wheat, 6'4 senior, starts for the Vikings. And Connor Watson coming off a team-leading 14-point performance. Travion Tullis, the final starter, 6'1". And Logan Sullivan gets the start here. He's been on a bit of a cold run following an injury in Lewisburg. It'll be interesting to see what kind of effect he has today. So that's going to be the end of our short Cobb Valley State Bank pregame show here. Cobb Valley State Bank provides the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking service possible. Proud to cheer on the Cardinals and serve the Eudora community. Learn more at cobbvalleystatebank.com. So we've got an interesting one here. Logan Sullivan and potentially Jerry Coble try to fight to keep their senior season alive here against the Parsons Vikings. You can see on your screen there that the Cardinals are the 8 seed taking on 9 seed Parsons. Cardinals come in 12-8, while the Vikings come in at 9-11, which is a pretty significant drop off for such close seeding in terms of records. This Parsons Vikings team is going to be playing their 6th consecutive road game, a road stretch in which they are 2-3 so far, having won the first and the most recent of those 6 road games. And the tip will be won by the Vikings, so they will start with the ball in their hands. Moving the ball around early here, and it goes off the foot of Stedry, and the whistle blows. They say that he kicked it, so it'll stay in the hands of Parsons.
Fine line between having your leg somewhere and kicking.
And this is Jamario Kendrick, who we'll call JJ Kendrick, if that's what he goes by. Jamario Kendrick Jr. is working against Sullivan, and he tries to get on the inside of him, but won't. Passes back, and now a long three-point that does not go there from Dante Sawyer. So now here's Watson. After a quick pass to Seaman, he gets it back. Now he finds Jerome. Interesting seeing Jerome start instead of Yunkin, and then Stedry couldn't put that one up. He's got some tape, it looks like, on his left hand. That's something new for Stedry. And that shot from Mack. Good for the first bucket here today. Number 2 with 2 points. Sullivan has made 1 field goal in his last 2 games, and it's not for a lack of minutes. He's played nearly the entire game, regular shifts for him, but has just been off. But he has made 9 free throws in that time, so he still had impacts on the game. And they say a foul there against Landon Wheat. Landon Wheat, the 6'4 senior, has a couple football offers to play at the next level, highlighted by an NAIA offer. Here's Connor Watson. Connor Watson starred on senior night, oddly enough, did the junior, as did Seaman and Stedry, I mentioned in starting lineups. 14 points, and Seaman gets crushed to the ground there. That'll be a second foul early here on Landon Wheat.
That may work to the Cardinals' advantage. If you can get this gentleman in foul trouble, he appears to be the anchor of their midcourt.
Errol Seaman goes to the line with a remarkable team-leading 73.7%.
I was just doing an inbound.
Oh, yeah, excuse me, not a shooting foul. That makes sense. My bad. Got a bit ahead of myself there. Sullivan for 3, and he's on tonight. That'll be huge if the senior is able to be accurate here today. That's his first three-pointer in 3 games. And,
watching the warm-ups, I felt like he had his stroke back.
It's funny, Kevin. I looked at it, and that Lewisburg game where he got hurt was the last game you did with me. So maybe you're the good luck charm for him, as you're back here tonight, and he's got another 3.
I'll take it.
to add to his illustrious Eudora career. And a foul there against Logan Sullivan.
Reed, I didn't catch. Who subbed in for Landon Wheat?
Let's see who's not in their starting lineup. I didn't take note of it either. It's Joseph Keel, 6-foot junior, number 22 out there. He was going to get the ball, but not before Errol Seaman took it away, and then he was knocked to the ground. And so now Dante Sawyer gets a chance to put it away, and he does just that. So 2 lead changes here early on. An even battle, which is what you would expect between an 8 versus a 9. Here's Watson. Now to Errol Seaman, coming off a really good day. And he's having another here very early on. Couple points there. So a 3rd lead change here already.
Parsons' team has an unusual habit of those long downfield passes, but then still setting up the play.
Sawyer seems to like those long threes. That's the 2nd time he's attempted one from exceptionally far out. Stedry faked that 3, drives in strong, puts it away. Cardinals right back on top. Actually, they extend their lead there. Excuse me. Here is Trayvon Mack taking his time.
I think with Landon Wheat being on the bench for Parsons, that inside game is a real opportunity for the Cardinals. They surrendered 4 inches on their substitution there for height.
And a jump shot there. No good for Mack. Sullivan under some pressure here by Keel. And now a carry is called on the senior. Youngkin and Arnold come in for Stedry and Watson. A couple substitutions as well on the Parsons side of things. We see Mack and Tullis come out. Connor Barkus, one of the ones to come in. He is a 6'1 senior. A 5'9 junior. And that shot no good. And then on the 3rd time, Seaman able to get the rebound and then tried to find Jerome. And Jerome sort of had to contort his body in an awkward way, and it didn't allow him to bring it in. So the long pass from Errol Seaman ends up turning into a turnover. Coming off of a win are these Vikings. And they get a 3 there from Sawyer. He's been wanting those.
Ties it up early.
We are tied. Yeah, these Vikings, they average 56 points a game. They have scored as few as 33 and as many as 77. Sawyer gets a hand on that pass, but it'll just go out for Cardinals basketball and also allow Christian Jarrett and Connor Watson to come in. They get Arnold and Jerome.
Might be a good choice to have Connor Watson start bringing the ball up court. They're really putting a lot of pressure on Logan when he handles the ball.
Watson is coming off such a good day. Sullivan for 3. He got shoved to the ground afterwards. No call, though. The ball comes back to him. He finds Watson, and Watson got that one slapped away from him by Sawyer. He did a good job to pick it back up, though, so now Youngkin has a chance. Christian Jarrett drives, does a fake, and then a shooting foul is called, so Jerome's going to go to the line. Excuse me, Jarrett. Number 20, Jarrett. Jarrett's got a 36% from the free throw line, so not particularly spectacular numbers from him, but if he can make just one here, he'll give the Cardinals the lead. And that one will not go. Stedry comes in along with Tullis and Sawyer on the other side of things. Errol Seaman goes out.
That physio tape you talked about on his left hand, that would indicate some kind of strain in his wrist. That's unusual.
It's on the non-shooting hand for him, so Guess that's why he's able to continue. And Jarrett did not make either one of those free throws. So we stay tied. 3 fouls against the visitors, 1 against your Cardinals. Here was Kendrick, and then he found Tullis. Kendrick wants to shoot here and doesn't get it. Stedry comes down with the rebound. He then finds Youngkin. Youngkin to Watson, who was wide open, and he did not miss.
Beautiful play in transition for the Cardinals.
So the Cardinals regained the lead that they had prior to a Sawyer 3.
I'll tell you what, I would not want to have Christian Jarrett defending me. He is so quick.
Got a foul called here on the floor on Stedry. It's the second against the team, first against him. So we've got just over 2 minutes left here. And that one was slapped away by Youngkin.
And recovered by Christian Jarrett.
Taken out of the hands of number 0, Jason Smart the second. Watson taking his time here. As Sullivan tries to find some space and is able to finally do so against Joseph Keel. He wanted to shoot, but was not afforded the opportunity, so instead he finds Jarrett, and Jarrett overshot that one. Then a really good pass finds Kendrick, and Kendrick doesn't miss. We're tied. That was an impressive move there. Kendrick needed every inch of his 6'1 frame. Looks like a long two from Sullivan. Doesn't go either way.
I was going to say, speaking of impressive moves, what Logan just did on the sideline there with a spin dribble was insane.
Here is J.J. Kendrick working against Sullivan. 2 impressive athletes as they just put on display. Now Stedry comes in, and he's going to let the shot go up from Kendrick, and Kendrick doesn't make it. So now Watson, but he loses the handle. And a double dribble called there on Barkus. Errol Siemens going to come back in. So too is Dante Sawyer. J.J. Kendrick will go out, as will Nick Youngkin.
I assume when the second quarter starts, we'd see Landon Wheat come back on the court. They just haven't even got him back up yet.
Yeah, it's interesting, his lack of involvement. The 2 quick fouls, undeniably, have got to be playing a part in that. Stedry. 40 seconds on the clock. He didn't know what he was going to do. He jumped first, decided second. He found Seaman, and Seaman couldn't put it away. Stedry's done that a couple times this season of jumping and then deciding. On that occasion, he was able to find an open teammate. There have been times before where that has not been the case. Sawyer against Jarrett in a pretty impressive move to pass it around his back there. This now is Tullis. And a corner shot here is going to come from Smart the second. It goes out off the glass.
In the old days, you'd have heard the cries of brick raining down on that one. Cardinals may need to get someone else back here to help in the backcourt.
Stedry went down court with his mouth agape, reacting to that missed shot. 4 seconds left for Sullivan to make something happen. He gets a shot up, and he gives his team the lead before the end of the quarter. So the Cardinals will be on top 11-9. Keep it here on Eudora Sports Live.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
So the Cardinals back on top here, and it seems that Logan Sullivan is reawakened as he is coming off a senior night where he was anything but the star. He was just a role player in that game. Errol Seaman and Caden Sedgry had 12, and Watson led the team with 14. It is good to see him back here as he tries to extend his senior season. The impact he can have on a game is just gigantic. But it was good seeing, too, what his teammates are capable of in that most recent game against Hayden. But here's Sullivan for three, no good. Sedgry rebounds, and he has to wait there as he was jumped on top of by Travion Tullis.
Will be a shooting foul.
It's funny because in a way that foul came before he shot, but it did halt him from getting the shot off as he wanted to. As he sort of had to hesitate with Tullis draped on top of him. He misses the first. Sedgry shooting 52% from the free throw line, so you can expect this one to go. He's got 3 points. Cards lead is also 3. A corner three from Tullis, maybe? No, he'll pass up the chance. Sawyer, their team leader, number 4 out there, has 5 points. And he's going to look for more here. And a travel is going to be called against him.
He set his feet and then rotated and moved them both.
So now, it's as you said, Watson leading the team here down court. Sullivan's getting put under a lot of pressure, though, so he's not really able to get open. Watson in all kinds of space. That one looks a little off, and it is. And then, wow, J.J. Kendrick got up there to bring that one down. Impressive hops there on the senior. Here he is. And on the other side of things, he could not make the jump shot. He was upset with himself. Sedgry comes away with it. And then gets it taken away from him by Kendrick. Kendrick's everywhere right now. And now a foul called against the Cards. They say Watson. So it's the first foul against the Cards and him. Youngkin's coming in for Sedgry. Inbounded by Mack. Finds Sawyer. Here is Sawyer. He's been shooting from this range, but Youngkin keeps a good hand up in the way, so he doesn't allow that route. In the corner here, and it goes for Trey Tullis. His first points has this game tied. And then the Cards lose possession, so they might lose out on the lead here as well, and they will do just that. As Kendrick puts that one away and puts his team on top. Now Sullivan, and he gets fouled, they say, by Joseph Keel. And now standing there is Landon Wheat, standing at the subs table, I should say. We haven't seen him since he committed his second foul. Almost 8 minutes of game time before he got back out on the court. 6'4" senior, you'd expect them to want him out there. Here's Youngkin. And he finds Errol Seaman, and Seaman is denied. Trayvon Mack couldn't help but taunt a little bit after that one. The referee had something to say to him.
He believed he was fouled on that shot. He was asking for the foul call.
Seaman gave a sarcastic clap to the taunt from Mack. And that pass, not sure if it was for Jerome or Seaman, but it found Jerome, and not a shooting foul because it's a travel against Micaiah Jerome. He's playing a big role tonight so far. Typically, he's more of a substitute, but he started here today and has not left the court a whole lot. And that pass off the face of Seaman. You can see that one didn't feel good, but it found his teammate Youngkin, and then he couldn't put it away. back and forth stuff here right now.
I imagine Coach Zittering is going to talk to the gentlemen and boys about getting set up. The fast break has not been their strong suit tonight.
Sawyer trying to find some space against Youngkin. He finds Wheat, and Wheat gets it taken away from him by his opposing number 5, Errol Seaman. And a foul is called during the transition on Joseph Keel. Second against him, third against the Vikes. Youngkin comes right back out for Stedry, and Jerome also comes out for Christian Jarrett. Going to the table now, Jason Smart II. He'll come in for Joseph Keel. Sullivan again under some pressure from Smart II. As the Cards try to tie this game up or more, Sullivan wants more, and he gets it.
I think that was beyond NBA 3 range.
That's where Sawyer's been trying to make it tonight. He does have 1, but Sullivan's got 2 already. So he is well and truly back. And they call that foul on Christian Jarrett. I think that seems right. He really he threw himself in there much more than the Parsons player came at him. It's the first foul against Jarrett, second against the Cards, and a timeout's going to be taken here, so we'll go to a short break. Back here out of the short timeout. Cardinals 1 point on top here. In a game that has been back and forth both in score and in play style. But up and down the court at a fast pace. Something you were just talking about, Kevin. That doesn't necessarily benefit the Cardinals.
Yeah, I think that's kind of more reactionary the way that Parsons plays, and not in the normal game setup for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I can recall quite a few fast breaks that have been Connor Watson on by himself that he hasn't put away. And whoa, what are they going to call here? They call a charge.
Yeah, he was set up nicely there in that low post, held his position.
I think that is also the right call following the one against Jarrett. They hit Sawyer with his second foul. It's the 4th against the Vikings. Trey Tullis comes in, and he grabs Sawyer. Watson leading his team down here, and now he finds Sullivan. Sullivan's got a team leading 6. That matches his best tally from these last 2 games, but he turns it over here, and they call a shooting foul. So J.J. Kendrick's going to go to the line following a foul from Stedry. It's the second against Stedry, third against the Cards.
So they count the shots. This is just the and one here.
Kendrick looking for his 7th point here, which would lead the game. And he gets it. So truly back and forth. Here's Sullivan. He's going to try to do this himself, and he'll draw a foul.
That may be the 5th.
Yeah. Indeed it is. So Sullivan goes to the line. At first, the referee hadn't noticed that. Scoreboard keeps track for him, thankfully. This is where Sullivan has been forced to make his impact recently, but he's been good from behind the line as well. 73% from the free throw line, but he misses this first one. The referee keeps an eye on Stedry. He's been creeping in on these free throws. There was one that I thought he should have been called for, but I don't think it went in, so it didn't matter. Sullivan puts that one away. He's up to 7 points. Cardinals are going to be in the bonus for more than 4 minutes here before halftime. Tried to get that one in to Kendrick and couldn't do it, and then a whistle blows. It's going to be a Parsons ball down in the corner.
We had a Cardinal go off into the drum kit for the pep band.
That far corner is obstructed by your student section. We've got the camera as high as it can go. Can't get over top of the supporters here. They're cheering on their Cardinals in playoff basketball. The inbound will be taken by Kendrick. He gets it in to Mack. Mack trying to put some moves on against Sullivan, and he ends up finding Wheat, and Wheat draws a shooting foul. First time he's gotten the better of Errol Seaman.
And they are counting the shot, too.
Foul against Seaman is his first. It's the 4th against the Cardinals. So they could very well send their opponents into bonus as well, with a large chunk of this quarter left. One of the players is tying their shoe, so they're holding up play for a second for him. And here is Wheat from the line, and he's got it. He's got his team up to 20 points. Seems like the scoreboard is frozen on our screen. I'll get that fixed for you in a second. There's a break as Sullivan has got his team back within 1. He's up to double digits already, 10 points. Score is 20-19. Parsons on top. 3:15 left in quarter number 2. This is Mack. Really prodding away Parsons here. Kendrick fully turns around to look at his coach. So he gets the call from Coach Haupt. Definitely not rushing things as they find themselves on top. Jarrett pokes in that one, and then he comes away with it and gets fouled.
I would not let my attention be divided when Christian Jarrett is defending you. You will lose the ball to him.
Every step of that interaction induced more cheers from the Cardinal Arena. First the poke, then the actual steal, and then the foul, which sends him to the line. 0 for 2 here so far today. Looking to redeem himself. Looking to tie this game up. If he makes one, it's 19-20. And he does get at least one to go, so we are tied at 20s. And then Nick Youngkin will come in for Caden Stedry. Stedry was getting stretched out over where the coaches are. If Jarrett could get this, he could go to 50% on the day and give the Cards the lead. And he will not. Goes in and out. So we stay tied at 20. 2:45 left in the quarter. Kendrick gets past Jarrett and then gets past Seaman and then loses the handle on it. It's going to be a jump ball.
Vikings will hold on to possession there.
Micaiah Jerome heads to the scorer's table and grabs Christian Jarrett. Jarrett gets some deserved applause. Into J.J. Kendrick. He finds Wheat. And Wheat gets past Seaman, who was looking for a charge call. Jerome. And that one was blocked well by Tullis, but recovered nicely still by Jerome. And now he can shoot from 3. And, oh, man, It doesn't get more in and out than that. Would have given the Cardinals the lead, but as it is, they're down by 2. And Errol Seaman intercepts that one for White, but he had to fight his momentum, and his heave down court couldn't find anybody, so Wheat gets it back and puts it away. 24-20. Youngkin can't get that one to go. Once again, folks, we'll get the scoreboard fixed for you the second there's a break. It is 24-20. Parsons on top. Minute 35 left in quarter number 2. Disguised pass finds Wheat, and Wheat couldn't put it away. And then he goes down and ends up tripping up Jerome. Looks like they're both all right, thankfully. And Watson on the other end of things has put it away for his first points on the day. Watson looking a little winded after the sprint down court. These teams just keep running up and down the court right now. Something that the Cardinals haven't done a whole lot of this season. Mack drives through powerfully, couldn't put it away, and then Wheat rebounds and draws a shooting foul. It also puts his team into the bonus.
Foul number 12, Nick Young, first personal, good team foul. Number 5, Isaac Wheat at the line.
54.4 left. And he puts that one away. So they have a 3-point lead, and then Jarrett will come in for Watson. (25-22). Parsons on top. They trailed at the end of one. They're looking to not do the same at halftime. 50 seconds left for the Cardinals offense. Jerome. Youngkin here. Disguised pass finds Jarrett, and Jarrett draws an and one. He's getting the arena up on its feet.
I am a big CJ fan.
Foul number 5, landed Wheat, third personal.
It's a third foul against Wheat. He's playing a good role in this game, but they might have to either get less physical or even just get ejected at some point throughout the course of this game. 34.7 left.
And there he is, subbed out again. Trying to not let him draw another foul in these last 30 seconds of the half.
Jarrett tries to get the Cards within one, and he won't. They're still within one possession, but Parsons are in possession. They're going to take their time, you'd imagine. They have Sawyer out there. They might set up a 3 for him. Kendrick was making some eye contact with Sawyer and now gets him the ball. I think that he's going to want to take a 3 as time expires. Youngkin trying to find any little crack that he can reach in. Instead, it's going to be a 3 attempt there by Barkas, and it doesn't go, and Youngkin's heave down court won't go either. So 26-24 is our score at the half. Keep it here for your Gene's Heartland Foods halftime show on Eudora Sports Live.
High quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Gene's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family owned, Gene's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Gene's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Gene's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Caw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Caw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Caw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community, with all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve. Caw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas.
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Hello and welcome in, everybody. Got a lot of you with us here. Thank you for spending your Wednesday afternoon with us here on Eudora Sports Live. Got your Gene's Heartland Foods halftime show here for you. Halftime is brought to you by Gene's Heartland Foods, a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need from everyday essentials to items from around the world. Gene's is your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. See weekly specials and more at heartlandfoodstores.com. So, Kevin, 26-24, Cardinals trail here. They led after quarter one, and I think that every single part of this game has been literally back and forth. Even who's leading after the quarters, every single part of it. So, Joe, what are your thoughts on how this whole first half has gone?
Well, we didn't get to bring it up in the pregame show, but we talked about earlier before the game that we thought the 60 points might be the break point tonight. Whoever could get to that first would have a that real advantage and most likely earn the win. I think we're on track for that. And what I think if I'm going to making coaching adjustments for the Cardinals, I'm talking to them about not getting sucked into that up-tempo pace that may not be our strong suit, setting up the offense, still being opportunistic. Every now and then those down-court passes have been good. We had Connor Watson, even in a double team, hit the brakes, let the defense roll on by, got the easy layup. So certainly being opportunistic, using our big shooter, Logan Sullivan. He's had some key points tonight. But Christian Jarrett with that just smothering defense when he's been out there, I think he has a real potential to be a potential player of the game type performance tonight.
Yeah, it's interesting looking at the different players getting more involved. We're seeing more of Christian Jarrett, also more of Micaiah Jerome. It's not the first time he's started, but it's interesting seeing him start in their first playoff game of the season to switch things up and have him in there instead of Youngkin. Doesn't seem like that's because of any injury or anything, because Youngkin is still playing a good part in this game. But Micaiah Jerome being out there might be a part of Coach Dieterding wanting to have his team be a little bit quicker, a little bit more shifty Of course, Makai Jerome only 5'8", but still makes a great impact out there on the court.
And Youngkin, as a change of pace, brings in strong defensive tactics when he comes up.
Yeah, and then what you mentioned, Kevin, seeing Christian Jarrett out there, I think definitely at the moment is an early candidate for Barbed Wire Barbecue, who's smoking player of the game, which that is not a conversation we've mentioned him in all season. He's always been a smaller role player, gets the job done, absolutely, but has not been a difference maker in the way that he was in that first half with the steal at the end and getting a couple free throws even, which is definitely not a standard part of his game, but he's getting a big involvement here in this one today.
But drawing fouls gets the Vikings into trouble.
Yeah, and speaking of, there's another big matchup that we're seeing, number 5 versus number 5, which is the 6-foot Errol Seaman versus the 6'4 Landon Wheat. There's only been a couple occasions where Wheat has gotten the better of Seaman so far, but he also has 3 fouls to his name, does Landon Wheat, so that's something that will definitely play a part as this game goes on, as those two big men keep being matched up with each other in the opposing paints. So those are some things that we are highlighting here on the halftime show. We'll take a break, but keep it here on Eudora Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
So we are about to wrap up halftime here. I'll get you a couple of live reads that I missed earlier on in this game. We brought you starting lineups, and they were brought to you by the Eudora Community Library, which is proud to support the Eudora Cardinals by providing exceptional community events for children and families through excellence, inclusion, persistence, and collaboration. And then opening tip-off was brought to you by Pyramid Place Early Education Center. Kick off your child's educational success by enrolling them at Pyramid's Place. They're your place in Eudora for quality preschool education, childcare, and after-school programs. To learn more, visit them on their Facebook page or call 785-542-1296. So that will do it for our Gene's Heartland Foods halftime show. And that'll do it for halftime as the Cardinals going to begin in possession of the ball here. Cardinals are 5-4 at home. They're looking to keep their home record above 500 here in this game. I sort of brushed over it, but the Vikings, this is their 6th consecutive game on the road. They're 2-3 in that road run. definitely something for them. They might be getting a little homesick out there on the court. Here is Sullivan trying to give the team the lead here early, and it won't go. Rebounded by Tullis. The Cardinals just recently ended a 5-game road run of themselves, but that was ended with the game against Hayden. Trayvon Mack gets that one and extends his team's lead here out of the second half gate. Pass across for Jerome, who's getting a lot of minutes here in this game today. Definitely a lot expected of him from Coach Dieterding. And a foul is going to be called here against Kendrick, looks like. No, excuse me, Trayvon Mack. So it's the second against Mack. First of the quarter. And that one, wow, Sawyer got a hand on it but couldn't actually grab it. So Stedry recovers the pass that was intended for him and now gets a new pass. Sullivan trying to find space, but Mack not letting him. Some good physical defense being played by Parsons, but then maybe they got in the head of Sullivan. Oh, actually, he stepped out. I thought they might have been saying he pushed Mack off of him. But no, they say that he stepped out there. Long strides for the 6'3" player, I suppose.
The adjustment the coach may need to talk to the boys about is not picking up their dribble so quickly so they have more options.
And the 2 5s go tumbling down. We highlighted that matchup at halftime. On this occasion, Seaman comes up as the loser. And he doesn't quite like the call. It's a second against Errol. First against the Cards, and then Youngkin comes in for Jerome. And this one gets Wheat. And Youngkin tried to help Seaman out. But it's just tough to stop a 6'4" guy from going up and scoring. He's got 10 points. He has surged into a team lead. He didn't score for quite a while in this game, not until the second quarter. So now he's got 10 points to his name. Here's Sullivan. And he's going to pull up there without really getting a good look at the rim. Nearly went in, but it did not. Mack sets it up for Wheat. A little razzle-dazzle there. Wheat's got 12. And Coach Dieterding's going to take a timeout, much to the delight of these Vikings. We'll take a break here, but you won't miss anything on Eudora Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Back here, 5:52 left. Short timeout taken by the Cards to sort of maybe take away some momentum from the Vikings. They definitely have it as the Cards have not scored out of half. Parsons have 6 points. Here's Watson dribbling down with some vengeance, some fury, and he finds Seaman. Seaman couldn't get it, and then Wheat rebounds. So it's definitely Wheat getting the better of Seaman as of late. It was not the tail of the first half. Sawyer from long range. No good. And then Stedry with an assertive rebound. Sullivan trying to put some moves on Tullis. And he's going to pull up there, and it will not go. And then Wheat jumps up for that rebound. Cards still scoreless here in the third quarter. And Mack draws a shooting foul. Looked like he was almost going up to dunk. I think he was going to have to lay it in the end, but Stedry got up there and committed his third foul. It's the second against the Cards. Christian Jarrett waiting to come in. Kendrick misses that one. And then CJ will come in for Sullivan. Sullivan didn't like that he was the one coming out. Wheat also goes out for Joseph Keel. And he ends up missing both. So Stedry's foul, you could almost call an effective block. And now CJ puts a little flair on it just for fun. He really is having a good day. He's up to 5 points. And now Sawyer, he wants another three. He still only has the one make, but it's his fifth attempt from long range, and Stedry just committed another foul, and he comes away limping. Limping towards the bench. Actually, it's a foul on Tullis. And Sullivan comes right back in, this time for Stedry, who's a little bit hobbled. Cardinals within 6. They broke the duck in the second half. I'm sure that'll be good for some momentum. And Watson missed that, but he knew he was going to, so he went and grabbed his own rebound, but couldn't actually secure the ball. So now Sawyer. This is that quick style we're talking about. And it sets up a three-point attempt for Kendrick, which he does not take. And now Watson, just as quickly in all kinds of space, a creative pass to Seaman, and Seaman draws a shooting foul. It does not seem that the Cardinals have any want to back down from the quick offensive style here in this game. It's almost like a case, it's not, but it's almost like a case of, when teams play down to their opponent. This is not playing down to their opponent. They're just playing a completely different style than we've seen this entire season. And Seaman puts that one away.
Oh, and Seaman about got crushed by two Vikings players, I think. So that I'm happy he came out of that okay.
And his primary adversary, Landon Wheat, comes back into this game. Grabs Jamario Kendrick. Looks like he might be might have a bloody nose. Seaman only got the one, but then it was rebounded by Sullivan in the corner and just couldn't get that one to go. But then Wheat lost out on possession. I think it was Jerome. Jarrett.
It was CJ, yeah.
I keep saying the wrong name. Apologies. Jarrett couldn't put that one away, though.
A couple of Cardinals shipped over each other there in the paint.
And now Errol almost coming down too quick. And Sawyer puts away the short shot with a little bit of nonchalance. So the lead is 7. Now CJ draws a foul.
Foul number 22.
Off of Joseph Keel. It's the fourth for him.
And fourth for the team.
The Vikings.
Yeah, the next one puts them into the bonuses, and the Cardinals start shooting again.
Keel will come out, as will Mack, for J.J. Kendrick and Connor Barkus. Barkus, 5'9" sophomore. Here is Jarrett. And Watson wants it from long, but it won't go. CJ gets the rebound and gets the shot.
Oh, I love that shot.
He is keeping up with that potential player of the game performance.
And the Cardinals just need points every possession. They don't have to have the threes. Just get points every time you touch the ball.
I think that Parsons have gotten a little bit careless with their offense because they've had the comfortable lead. So they've let Sawyer attempt a few long threes, which he wanted to do another, but a timeout was taken prior.
Should be a quick break.
We'll go ahead and keep you here. It's interesting seeing that they've been a little bit less careful on offense. Definitely not what you would suggest. And that might let the door be a little bit open for the Cardinals to try and creep back in, but they've got to start making their shots in order to do that. And CJ was able to do just that. He really is having one of the best days. He had a really good day against Spring Hill, where he put up 6 points.
He's already bested that.
I think you're right. He's got 7 here today. So yeah, he's having a really big performance. And it's because this game style, moving so quickly, that absolutely plays into his strengths. He's so quick, and he's not just fast. He's quick. He's smart with his movements, with what he does.
And hyper aggressive,
yes,
which is absolutely playing to his strength right now.
And that's particularly on the defensive side of things, but he has been getting it done on offense here as of late as well, which the Cardinals will absolutely take. And Sawyer does want another long three. Seemed like the coach took a timeout to stop that from happening, and Sawyer said, come on. Still didn't go for him. He's 1 for 6 now from 3. And Watson with the smart finish. Cardinals are scoring.
I'll hit the brakes and he'll fly right by. It's an old Top Gun reference you're too young for.
And 5 against 5 once more. And Errol Seaman once again comes out not the victor. It's the 3rd foul against him now, matching Wheat's total. It's 3rd also against the Cards. CJ will come out for Micaiah Jerome. Jake Arnold will come in for Seaman. Sawyer will go out for Smart the second. And he gets the ball here. Trying to add to their 3-point lead. It's been slowly shrinking, and they will not make any progress on it there as Watson gets it and then finds Jerome. Jerome has Arnold with him, and he was not able to get the pass off. And what's the call now down in the corner?
Cardinals possession, kicked out of bounds by the Vikings.
Looked like Tullis wanted a travel called on Micaiah Jerome, but it almost looked like he was pushed down to the ground.
Well, and you have to possess the ball to be a travel, and he did not have possession of the ball when he hit the ground.
It's interesting just seeing that fast break not pay off for the Cards. They do have possession, though, now, and
nice hook shot.
Sullivan's up to 12 points. He had gone quiet for a while, and he got a tip on that one, but then didn't actually come away with it and went down to the ground. Now Tullis. Kendrick trying to find space against Sullivan. The student section gets loud. And a travel is called. The arena erupts. So now it's in the hands of the Cardinals, and they can try to get the lead back.
There's absolutely been a shift in momentum here for the Cardinals' benefit.
Big time. Ever since the play building up to the Parsons timeout. And now Youngkin wants his first points of the day and couldn't get them. But then it goes out off of the shin of Tullis.
Batted down by a Cardinals player.
Was it?
Yeah. 21 batted it down.
So Arnold hit it into him. Okay. I just saw that Tullis went up and it seemed like his legs sort of went flying with him. And ended up kicking it out of his own hands. And then Sullivan.
Man, that kid's smooth.
Watson finds Sullivan, and Sullivan finds the lead. And they're going to potentially add to it. Watson breaking down court with Youngkin. It's going to be Youngkin by himself, and he won this.
They did really well there to avoid contact, body to body, go around the defender.
Cardinals are absolutely flying high here as this quarter is approaching an end. Will they hold the lead for these last 25 seconds?
If they can hold this, it's because the defense has absolutely stepped up.
I think with their momentum, they'd almost want to try to add, but they don't have the ball. I'm just saying how quick they've been moving down court. Arnold is instead going to foul. Interesting decision there. Is that we'll send the player to the line.
No, shouldn't. That's only the 4th team foul.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry. Looking at okay, yeah. 4th foul against the Cards. It seemed very intentional. It's the first against Arnold. 5 seconds on the clock, and a shooting foul drawn by Kendrick, and he is very excited on the floor as he just gave his team the lead and might get to add to it. It's like the scoreboard's frozen again. I'm going to try to fix it. This will make a black flash for a second.
They haven't counted it yet, I don't think.
No, it looks like they have, right?
See how that plays out.
And it ends 37 apiece. Sorry about that right at the end there. So we are tied going into quarter number 4 here on Eudora Sports Live.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to
Back here on Eudora Sports Live, it's quarter 4. We are all tied up. Cardinals did not begin with the ball, but they got it back after that first possession. And now Youngkin thought of the 3. Instead drives in, takes the lead.
Much smarter play right there.
Yeah, you'll take the lead over the potential miss there from 3.
Well, on the that turnover they forced down low was actually against Landon Wheat. He put the ball down and it never came back up. They put it on the ground and they turned it over.
And there was that same matchup, him against Errol Seaman on that occasion. Seaman shut any way through down, so Wheat had to pass away to find Sawyer, and Sawyer then draws a foul against Watson. Actually, Logan Sullivan hit with that foul. It's his 3rd against him, 1st against the Cards. Coach Dieterding was calling out at Sullivan to change his defensive positioning. And now Sawyer, drove in, found a lot of space, but then completely missed the short-range shot. And Sullivan extends the Cardinal lead. This game, so close. Parsons averaged 55 points a game. Doesn't necessarily seem like they can get to that tally here. But the Cards' magic number has been 50 as well. They're closing in. Trey Tolis has 5 points. Youngkin looking for more. No, it'll be Seaman and now Watson. And now Stedry for 3. And just a little bit off there. Seems that Stedry's all right, following whatever had him hurt before, but now he takes a shot to the face and wins the charge. You can't do that. Chance to student section as Mack is called for his 3rd foul. First against Parsons. CJ will come in for Stedry. Kendrick and Barkus come in for Mack and Keel. Watson barking out instructions for his team as he now is trying to work against Kendrick. Sullivan who's against Tullis. Youngkin who's against Sawyer. Youngkin finds a way through on the left and then just couldn't put away the shot that was a little bit against his momentum. And then that one almost dribbled off the foot. And then, thank you very much, says Watson. Youngkin, and man, just couldn't get it and then grabbed his own rebound, but missed the putback as well. So fast, end to end here. Sawyer has tied it up. Sullivan's going to slow it down here. He'd like a breather. It seems that both teams would just rather run past the other team's defense and actually have to try and break it down. Sullivan. He was found there really well by Errol Seaman, and then Sullivan's going to draw a shooting foul.
Those are the kind of opportunities they need to look for in the paint. Easy ball. Either get the foul or get the points.
Went 1 for 2 earlier from the line. The foul's against Tullis. It's his third, second against Parsons. Makes the first, so the Cards are back on top. Sullivan is at 17. Stedry will come in for Youngkin.
That may be the quietest 17 points I've ever seen him put up.
And the stats stay true. I wasn't going to say it because I didn't want to be blamed for jinxing it. But as he's over 75%, missing the first one, he had to make those next two. And he did just that, and now a timeout's taken. We'll take a short break.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Oh.
Eudora Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. Teams getting ready to get back into action. It has been so fast back and forth. We thought at halftime that they might want to stop doing that, the Cardinals, but instead they have played into it more and more. And they are, they're on top here. They're playing the other team's game, but they have adjusted well. And it's working out for them so far. I could not imagine playing a full season like this.
Well, and 2 adjustments coach has made is Youngkin and CJ. Putting those gentlemen in, strong defense and good opportunities on offense has been the difference, I think.
This would be the type of play where if you had to play 2 days in a row, that would be a death sentence.
That would be exhausting unless you're trained for it.
And Kendrick tried to drive in there, but Stedry shut it down. He had a bright smile on his face after that one. Sullivan was trying to find some space. Instead, he'll give it to Watson, who finds Sullivan once more. And then he pulls up for a long 2. And it is indeed a long 2, which puts him at 20 points. First time he's been there since the Lewisburg injury.
I will call myself his good luck charm. I will take that.
Seems like it could be true. And Sawyer wants to answer with a long 3 and does just that. He's been wanting that all night.
Parsons calls a timeout.
Finally got it for him. Sees his team within 1, and then a timeout is taken.
Full.
We'll keep you here for at least a second so I can tell you about Eudora Schools Foundation Give Day. On March 5th, the Eudora Schools Foundation will host its 4th annual Eudora Schools Foundation Give Day, a 24-hour fundraiser to benefit every student, every teacher, and every school in USD 491. The big goal is $65,000 to enrich student experience, reward teaching excellence, and make Eudora schools the very best. Your gifts, both large and small, will help achieve this goal. Help them kick off the campaign by donating today. Ambitious goals, exceptional futures. Visit EudoraSchoolsFoundation.org for more information. Get that QR code a little bigger on your screen there if you want to scan that. So we've got the cheer squad pumping up the student section here. Cards with a 1-point lead. It's going to be another close finish here between these two schools. And another close finish for this boys basketball team coming off the 2-point win over Hayden. It was a spectacular and very fun game. Cardinals maybe living a little dangerously, but you got to love a fun game of basketball so close like this. Watson gets a call out from Coach Dieterding. I can see Arrow looking very intently into the paint. He was wanting to drive in the second he got a chance, but was not afforded one by Wheat. Here's Sullivan. Stedry had some space there. Didn't shoot, but then he drove in and put it away from closer range. He's got 5 points. And Sawyer trying to tie it up, and oh man. He's on at the crucial moment.
He finally found his range.
He's got 15 points to his name. A lot of movement. And now it slows down as Sullivan's just trying to find space. He's getting bumped around wherever he goes. And he wants this jump shot and couldn't lay that one in. So now Parsons look to regain the lead that they once had comfortably. Sawyer, could he do another three? We'll step back, take his time here. Then he finds Wheat. Wheat's in some space. He was matched up with Youngkin on that occasion. And he got the better of Nick Youngkin. He stands 6 foot as well, just as Errol Seaman does. But now Parsons is 2 points on top. With just over 90 seconds left in this game. Sullivan with a long two, no good. And then tipped by a Parsons player, but Cedric keeps it in. And then, oh man, they call a charge against Stedry. And he comes away a little uncomfortable. That one was some high-speed contact there. CJ is going to go out and grab Stedry. Stedry is beaten and bruised here today, and then a timeout is taken. This time we'll go ahead and send you to break with 1:28 left in this one.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
I tell you, I know it might not come through the environment here, though. is electric. They were just doing Seven Nation Army, and the entire arena was jumping along with it. They are hyped up here as this game is drawing near an exciting conclusion. Sawyer with the ball here, working against CJ. Sullivan against Mack. As Parsons hold on to the ball longer here, Cards might have to consider fouling, but they definitely don't want to do that. There's enough time that they can hope that Parsons commit a turnover.
Well, and they're nowhere near the bonus, so the foul wouldn't actually do a whole lot besides put it out of bounds.
And that one goes against Jarrett.
Christian Jarrett. Personal third.
Second against him, third against the Cards. Yeah, they might want to get into the bonus, or maybe just get to 4 to have that option ready if the time comes. But you'd also not want to give one away unnecessarily. Here's Mack. Sullivan got a swat on it. And now does commit the 4th foul against the Cards.
4.
Only 42 seconds remaining. Hard to see how they're even going to get possession back unless something good happens.
It's the 4th against Sullivan as well. So if they want to foul as this game draws to a close, should not be number 24 committing it, as 2 players off screen for you tumbled to the floor. It was Sawyer and Jarrett. I guess they say they just tripped over each other's feet. Stedry's going to come back into this game. He's warrioring on. And he'll come in for Sullivan, who did just commit his 4th foul. You'd think that you would want him out there here in the crucial moments.
I imagine they're going to do the thing where they platoon him in. If they have a free start on offense, they'll bring him back in.
Saying they get the defensive package in out there.
Absolutely.
Stripped up there did Kendrick, but he still managed to bring it in. Looked like Watson fouled there. He tried to intentionally. Instead, they hit Jarrett with it. 3rd against him. And now finally Parsons sent to the line.
If he makes both here, that makes this much more difficult.
Dante Sawyer to the line. Sullivan's ready to come in. He does make the first. So he's got 16 points. And CJ will come out for Logan Sullivan. And then a timeout's taken. Looks like it's a full. We'll keep you here for at least a little bit and discuss. Kevin, what do you think these last 30 seconds will look like?
Wow. Well, let's assume that he makes the second shot. So you're down by 4. I imagine they have to do everything possible to get Logan Sullivan for an open 3 at the top of the key.
You don't think they would go for a 2? They need the 3 to set up another free throw, you're saying?
Yes, absolutely. They've got to get 2 threes to win this, or to put it into overtime, frankly.
What if Sawyer misses? How does that change it?
That kills your momentum on the clock because the clock immediately starts rolling. But it is only a 3-point game. So now you have time to set up and get 1 3-point shot.
So what kind of balance would there be between making sure you have guys down for Parsons, making sure you have guys down to rebound if it's missed, but also having guys in a defensive position because they need to really only need to play defense?
You will see 4 Cardinals on the paint, and they're going to sell out for the rebound, and then they'll have a set play for the inbound.
What do you think for Parsons' positioning defensively?
They're going to have a 2-minute half court, I imagine.
Coming out of the break, Wheat's going to be out there, so the 6'4" presence will be right in there. If this ball happens to be reboundable, actually no, he will be one of the 2 occupying.
No, they are pulling everybody back. No, yes, I can't tell.
They're still deciding. Interesting that if you would think if you want to have 2 at half to rebound them, the Wheat would be one of them, but I guess not.
Well, I think he's looking for the interception on the long inbound.
And Sawyer does make that one, so things will be complicated for the Cards here. 30 seconds left. Here's Sullivan. Watson runs down quickly. It's just Sullivan against Mack on this side of the court. Go down a little bit. We're good. Sullivan drives through, doesn't make it. Seaman rebounds. And now it's a little bit loose. Stedry grabs. They need to get a shot up here. It's Sullivan. He's got to shoot. He does. It's going to go off the glass. No good. Mack rebounds, then fouled. And unfortunately, that shot right there from Sullivan might have been the fate of his senior season. They're going to take him out for Jarrett. They're going to have to hope for 2 misses here to have any chance. And now they leave no one in for the rebound. And he makes that one. So that just about does it. You don't want to write him off. There's 9 seconds left. They could try to make something happen, but it just got a whole lot less likely. And he makes the second one just for good measure. And a timeout taken so the Cards can inbound from closer. But that might do it for this season here. What a season it's been for the Cards. They would end with a still winning record. But man, that's tough right at the end here. This game was so close. The Cardinals at one point, I think the lead got out to 8 for them, but it got to the same for Parsons.
And yeah, it was hard to maintain momentum, really.
And Logan Sullivan did get back in form just in time, but it might not be enough here for the Cards. With 8.7 seconds left, they're going to try to make something happen. But they mixed in with some really impressive offensive play. There would have to be some extremely unlucky offensive play on the other side of things to even maybe send this to OT.
Yeah, the Vikings would do well to not even worry about the inbound. I would start playing defense at the half court, but they're going to come down and run full court D.
World finds Watson, and they
have lots of fouls to give.
Yeah, that's the third against their team.
As long as they don't get hit with a technical for an intentional hard foul, they'll be fine.
That was the third against Sawyer and against the Vikings. They killed 1.2 seconds off the clock. Jerome finds Youngkin. Youngkin finds Seaman. Seaman shoots as he has to, and it comes up no good. Toland comes up with it, and that is going to do it. The Cardinals season comes to an exciting but unfortunate end here as they lose to the 9-seed Parsons Vikings. They're going to shake hands at midcourt there. We'll take a short break. When we're back, we'll wrap this season up and this game up on the postgame show.
State coordinates.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Back here on the postgame show, following a conclusion to this Cardinal season. It's been a fun one, but it comes to a sad ending. What are your thoughts on how the game played out, Kevin?
Well, I think we talked about it. The pace of the game was Parsons' pace, the Cardinals got a little bit outrun. I think if they've been able to slow it down, been able to capitalize on more of their possessions, I think that ended up being the real gap here.
Yeah, it was interesting seeing such a different style of play, and you can't say that it didn't work. They really did play a very good game, but I don't know if we had seen any game where the Cardinals adjusted their style of play to their opponent so much as this one. And having Logan Sullivan back, you would have expected them to just keep playing the way that they do with the more methodical way of attacking the paint. But I suppose Landon Wheat and his teammates, but Landon Wheat, standing 6'4", deserves credit for shutting down the paint for the most part and making the Cardinals feel the need to sprint down court in order to get ahead of the defense from potentially stopping any shots going up. And that late three from Sullivan not going, that it really had to go, is the big deciding moment.
Yeah, what we did see, what was working, you saw Youngkin, you saw Stedry, you saw Seaman penetrating, pulling up, getting layups that were under pressure, getting foul calls. If they had hung to that part of their game plan, I think that could have turned the tide.
Yeah, it was a lot of interesting things today, but what it rounds up to is the last game for Logan Sullivan and Jerry Coble as well. We should highlight him too, but Logan Sullivan, just a spectacular season. It was a record-breaking season for the senior, becoming
he was able to extend that 3-point tally.
Yes, the all-time leader in 3 points made, and I'm not sure where he's at on that point total. I think he's probably still sitting third. I have to check on that one. That's worth looking at for him, but
well, unfortunately, from when he took third place on the all-time record book, he had 2 really down games, and only had today as the only truly full healthy game since that he took that place on the record book.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and take another break here on the postgame show. When we're back, we'll give out player of the game and play of the game. So keep it here on Eudora Sports Live.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Caw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Caw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Caw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Caw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
more time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Welcome back here. So I went and looked at Logan Sullivan's points total. He ends the season with 447 points, which puts him at 1,174 career points, which leaves him in third behind Andrew Ballock's 1,198 and Mitchell Ballock's 1,427. Just ridiculous, that number one tally set by Mitchell Ballock. But Logan Sullivan's season and the Cardinals season, the Cardinals season has come to an end.
Yeah.
But man, what a fun season it was for Logan Sullivan. That's why I want to highlight him specifically, because the rest of these Cardinals who will be back next year, that's going to be a special year for them. There's so many really good juniors on this team, and the one non-constant will be Sullivan and Coble. This is it for their season. But yeah, we can focus on tonight now, and we'll give a player of the game, and we will go ahead and give it to who we highlighted at halftime, which is CJ Christian Jarrett. Will take home that Barbed Wire Barbecue Who's Smoking player of the game. He had a really good performance, and I mentioned how the play style played into his strengths, and he kept up with it. That second half matched the first in terms of how involved he was. He ended the day with 7 points, but he was really good on defense as well. So he will be the Barbed Wire Barbecue player of the game. Be the MVP of your next watch party with Barbed Wire Smoking Game Day deals. Packs start at $35 and feed 4, or the biggest pack feeds 8 for $90. Pre-order now by visiting them at barbedwirebarbecue.com or call 785-856-0877. Yeah, I don't know for a play of the game. Play of the game's tough.
Yeah, I mean, CJ had the one really good steal that really changed the momentum there in the middle of the game, and really got us kind of put him on our radar. So I would say that has potential there. Obviously, it'd be easier if the boys had managed to pull a victory out. That'd be easier to find one that we really liked better. But no, I think he can garner both of those accolades tonight.
That was right before the end of the third quarter, right? That whole run of scoring for the Cards, I believe, is when that was. That's definitely a good moment to highlight that everybody involved in that run there was really impressive. So not necessarily a individual play. We could say Jarrett's steal and just all of that. The moment that we called out the big momentum shift in this game.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and give the absolute play of the game from Absolute Painting. From a fresh coat of paint to refinishing your cabinets, Absolute Painting offers a wide range of services to meet your needs. Revamp your space with their expert painters. Call for your free quote today, 785-333-9651. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. We will be back with you in a couple days' time for the girls' basketball game. See if there's a specific time for that. Imagine it might just be 6 o'clock. Actually, it doesn't have a specific start time yet, but that will be on Friday that we will be back with you for that one. At least I will. I don't think you will. Is that right, Kevin?
I am back in town.
You are?
I'm leaving momentarily to leave town, but I am back Friday morning.
So we will be back with more postseason basketball. That one will be over at Bishop Miege. We'll have to find out where we're headed for that one. In terms of the drive, we know it's Bishop Miege, but that will be what is next up here on Varsity Sports Live as the boys' season has come to an end here. They end at 12-9, a really solid season. Parsons goes up to 10-11, still below 500 despite moving on into the next round. So after a year where last year the Cardinals finished fourth at state, it was always going to be a little bit harder with a smaller senior class this year. So I don't know if you could be too upset with the outcome if you look at Coach Dieterding and how everything went here. Finishing with a solid season, maybe would have hoped to get a little bit further down into the playoffs.
Certainly, but I think what you saw Coach here shift to in the second half of the season was really trying to play those future players. While obviously you can't take time away from Connor and away from Logan and his attempt at history, frankly. But you saw a rotation. You saw Jerome. You saw Jarrett. You saw Connor Watson. You saw all these young men stepping up, taking on leadership roles, and I think that's an important key to the future of the team.
Yeah. We will take a short break. When we're back, we'll thank everybody that made this season possible, and then we will wrap it up here on Eudora Sports Live.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Dad, you need to go. Really? It's important. I feel fine. Look, you cannot mess around with this kind of stuff. Some cancers, man, we just don't want to lose you from something we could have caught. What I need to do? You just give your doctor a call. They'll tell you what screening test you need. Fine. Can I have my pie now? Oh, man.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Gene's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Gene's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Gene's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Gene's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
All right, so just going to wrap up this post-game show, which is brought to you by Anthony Brown at Farm Bureau Financial. Anthony's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 101 West 10th Suite A in Eudora or call 785-615-0516. And with that, I will go ahead and thank everybody that made this season possible of boys basketball, brought to you by Eudora Sports Live. Of course, myself, Reed McAvoy, with Kevin McAvoy. We also had Brendan Bolin and Caden Carbajo fill in for the camera roll, and then everybody else that helped with simulcasts like Bailey Freeman, Curtis Kaiser, Dylan Funk, Dennis Drennan, Dylan Vanderveen, Joshua Gilliard, Ryan Hilmer, Aiden Espino, and then, of course, our AD, Cara Kimberlin, the big boss, BJ Harris, and the coaches that were sending me stats, Gretchen Schreiner and Kyle Dieterding, making me able to give you up-to-date data throughout all of these games this season. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you spending your Wednesday afternoon with us, and we will see you again on Friday. But for now, for Kevin McAvoy and Reed McAvoy, go Cardinals, and good night.